Better do better than that, mate. Oh, yeah. Gone to Mars Athletic Club.
Hi, it is 10:11 and the weather today, it is bright and blue and nice and without rain. Well, it was more than obvious that it wasn't going to rain today anyway. Otherwise, I would be saying holy kangaroo balls. Weather Underground and the Weather Channel and AccuWeather said no rain today, while Meteo Blue said rain for the whole day today. Well, I disagreed with Meteo Blue. Well, they gave a 40% chance of precipitation. Well, suck it, Meteo Blue. You are wrong. Really interestingly, today has been 365 days since the last day that I didn't do a vlog. You might be thinking that the VED21 series had started on January 1st, 2021. Well, yes, it did. That's true. But since October 6th, 2020, I have been doing vlogs every day without missing one day. So today we are going to fill 1 year of that. And I have put out 2 vlogs from June 15th. One of them was posted on June 15th, while the other one, the first half of it was from June 15th, while the second half of it was from the next day, June 16th. That was the day that we had ended our most recent US trip. So the first vlog from June 15th, it was the whole day. It was that morning that I woke up. It was the last day of the trip. I was having a look at the squirrels and the rabbits in that field. I did a really quick vlog, although it was about 15 minutes long. And then the next day, I also put out a vlog that was about 15 minutes long. Like, we were on the plane. I was watching a thunderstorm from the inside of the plane. And then later, we ended the trip. That was a decent ending. But yeah, again, since October 6, 2020, I have been putting vlogs every day without missing even one day. You might be thinking about whether I'm going to do VED22 or not. Well, no. I'm not planning to do VED22. Like, I'm going to miss a bunch of days in January. And also there'll be one day that we come from the US to Turkey, and I will do a vlog where I film one part of one day and then the next part the next day, and then I will publish the video next day. Like, that doesn't mean that I miss one day of vlogging. It's just that I film for one part of one day, the next part for next day, but I post the video the next day. So it's a vlog that consists of 2 days, which I have done a few times before. And there might also be 1 or 2 days that I will do really big Gross Gang episodes, and so I might miss those ones too. So I'm going to make it clear that I'm not planning to do VED22. No consideration of that. But I am hoping that I can do a vlog for at least 150 consecutive days throughout the year, because I am planning to do VED23 as well. I am also planning to make 2023 a year that I do a vlog every day.
Better do better than that, mate. Oh, yeah. Gone to Mars Athletic Club. Did some swimming. Now in the boiling sauna. But gotta do better than that this time. I'm sorry if you can't see clear enough. My God, it is just boiling in that room. It is just boiling that it is making the quality of that camera look quite like this. It's dripping, man. It is dripping. I gotta get out of this. Oh, out of that. And at least somebody has organized this for me. Like, when I come up into this room, I do push-ups and sit-ups, and of course level 1 to 100 push-up challenge from the next workout. Well, I'm ending this challenge on October 15th. It's just way too difficult to get past level 70, and so we had talked and come to the conclusion that when the calendar shows an odd number date, that means I do the challenge. When it shows an even number date, then I take it off. Like when the calendar shows today's October 5th, 5 is an odd number. So when the calendar shows something like 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15, then I do the challenge. Oh no, that was not hard. That was not hard at all. No way it could be hard at all. Only the push-ups part after a certain level. Well, I was in that fitness hall and literally 2 or 3 people came in while I was doing the push-ups. Well, it was for a lesson, obviously, so there was a lesson. I did not know that there could be a lesson going on. Like, I was the only one when I entered, and then another lesson had started. It was a yoga lesson. Well, good thing that I got away with it. The good news is that nobody really cared. But after I entered that room at the top floor, I was the only one. And then just 3 minutes later, a couple of others came in. In fact, it was 3 people, 2 ladies and 1 guy, with the guy being the tutor. It was just a leg stretching lesson. While I was doing the push-ups, like I was doing something pretty different. And obviously, due to the ongoing SARS-2 crisis, at the entrance of many places, such as residential business places, hotels, fitness centers, shopping malls, bazaars, nightclubs, they check your temperature with a thermometer, right? Well, the receptionist at Mars Athletic Club told me today that they stopped checking temperatures. Like, they just stopped. They said it's not like a requirement anymore. And I have to tell you that my brain exploded like a grenade when the receptionist told me we are not required to measure temperatures anymore. Plus, I find it really stupid on one hand too. Like, consider this, dividing into 2 groups for the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. I had my vaccination on May 27th. I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And they should rather do something like, for the vaccinated people, they don't have to measure your temperature with a thermometer. But for the unvaccinated, they should continue to measure in workplaces that are not really big. Or just continue with the way that it has been for a while. Or put like an age exemption, like, you know, vaccinated or under 8 years old, this kind of thing. You don't have to measure their temperature, whatever. But like the receptionist at the Mars Athletic Club today told me that they don't measure your temperature anymore. Like, they stopped. Like, I brought my wrist to them so that they can measure my temperature, but they don't do it anymore. They just don't. And the other weird thing is that some of the vaccines are not doing as good as they were in June. Like, I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Even that, AstraZeneca, Sinovac, Moderna, isn't even doing as good as it was 4 months ago. And the only one that is still doing its best at the moment is BioNTech. Before I got my vaccination, I thought that it would be absolutely useless to get the BioNTech. Like, it just doesn't give a positive result, and neither does Sinovac. Like, I thought neither the BioNTech or the Sinovac vaccines give a good level of effectiveness at all. Well, at least I was right about the Sinovac. And then, I mean, I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty of not getting the BioNTech, but getting the Johnson. It's not to say that I feel guilty at all. That's what the news has been releasing over the last 2 weeks about the data in the effectiveness of the BioNTech in compared to the others. Like, they said like 94% for the BioNTech, 82% for Johnson & Johnson, 74% for Moderna, something like that. 66% for Sinovac, I don't know.
Oh, that ain't nothing to complain about. It can just go the way it is. The only really weird thing is that the receptionist at Mars Athletic Club told me that they no longer check your temperature with a thermometer. Strange. I mean, now that would come to October, and eventually it could slide even more downhill when we get to the end of this month, or even when we get to the beginning of the next month. Alright, well, enough with all that for now. I don't know why they locked me up there. Whoever even did. Friggin' dog lovers again. Lol. Dog lovers are just so common that even cat lovers, horse lovers, cow lovers, duck lovers, chicken lovers, rabbit lovers, and fox lovers are becoming rare in the day. Even turtle lovers and eagle lovers are starting to become rare these days. Or another fact that is just getting even more and more rare to see animals such as cows or horses at the countryside, especially bears, foxes, and eagles and ostriches. But wow, imagine working at a barn, right? And thinking that your children only love dogs and hate the other animals. That's just nothing but a brain twister. Well, I talked a lot about that, so that's just about to be it for today. Yeah, that internet at my mom's house, on my other devices, including my Samsung laptop and my iPad, it's pretty decent. But on my phone, man, like, I just get into it and it just says unavailable. Like, I don't know what it's like. We're not in the barn. Even if I was in a barn, then I wouldn't be working off my arms for 21 hours just to help the cows for 6 hours, help the horses for the other 6 hours, and then help the pigs for another 6 hours, and then the chickens in the remaining 3 hours. Like, what even is this all about? Yeah, just like living in the countryside or at a villa that is very close to the deep forest, where at night a wolf can come out and attempt to suck your venom. Get that? Suck your venom. And so today, on October 5th, 2020, that was the last day that I didn't put out a vlog. And so the next day, which was October 6th, 2020, from then I have vlogged every single day, which I still don't remember quite what I had done. On October 7th, 2020, I started face-to-face education after a very long time. On October 10th, I started taking driving practice lessons with a tutor, although it wasn't the first time ever. On October 11th, I started playing tennis. October 13th, that day that me and my mom were doing a geography project, counting number of vehicles and pedestrians passing by each side. October 15th was the day that we attended a wedding. October 18th, we got smoky. October 27th, me and my dad heading for a trip to Barton. November 10th, Shayla's birthday party, which after getting back home from school, we were watching a football game from the 2014 World Cup, and then we went to their house to celebrate. On October 7th, 2020, I started face-to-face education after a very long time. On October 10th, I started taking driving practice lessons with a tutor, although it wasn't the first time ever. On October 11th, I started playing tennis. October 13th, that day that me and my mom were doing a geography project, counting number of vehicles and pedestrians passing by each side. October 15th was the day that we attended a wedding. October 18th, we got smoky. October 27th, me and my dad heading for a trip to Barton. November 10th, Shayla's birthday party, which after getting back home from school, we were watching a football game from the 2014 World Cup, and then we went to their house to celebrate.